When we last left off, Frizea had fallen on Namek, defeated not by one Super Saiyan, but two, Bardock and Kakarot. Together, father and son destroyed the tyrant who ruled the galaxy, reviving their family and proving that the legend was real. But peace never lasts long in Dragon Ball. Time has passed once again, and the next great threat is already in motion. One born not in space, but here on Earth. The warning comes from the future. Trunks arrives, just as in canon, but his message is met with very different faces. He speaks of androids, machines born of Dr. Gero's vengeance. In his time, they were unstoppable, erasing the world he knew. Even Goku, the man who defeated Frizea, never got the chance to fight. A heart virus took his life before the battle even began. At first, Bardock scoffs at the idea of machines stronger than Saiyans. But he quiets quickly. He's seen what happens when threats are ignored. He knows what underestimating an enemy costs. For once, everyone listens. 3 years pass, everyone is marginally stronger. Vegeta gets Super Saiyan for himself, with Raditz and Nappa following behind him. Let's get to the day the androids arrive, since I will be breezing over the arc. When the androids appear, the group is ready. Or at least, they think they are. Android 19 and 20 fall, but when 17 and 18 awaken, the battle shifts. Their stamina is infinite, their strength overwhelming. The Earthlings fight with everything they have. Krillin, Piccolo, even Raditz and Nappa throw themselves into the fray. But one thing is painfully clear. They are losing. And just as in canon, the real disaster hits. Goku collapses mid-battle, clutching his chest. The heart virus Trunks warned about has finally struck. He's carried away, leaving Bardock, Gin, and the others to hold the line. With their strongest fighter bedridden, the team has no choice. They retreat to Kami's lookout. The hyperbolic time chamber becomes their salvation. Bardock and Gohan enter first, the father determined to toughen his grandson into a warrior who won't hesitate like he once did. Raditz and Nappa follow, pushing their limits, desperate not to be left behind. Vegeta storms in alone, refusing help, his pride unshakable. And finally, when Goku recovers, he enters with Bardock at his side. This is where things diverge. In canon, Goku and Gohan master the calm, perfected state of Super Saiyan. Here, Bardock does too. Father and son emerge from the chamber, not just stronger, but steadier, holding the form with ease. Gohan sparks with potential, electricity dancing around him, a sign of what's to come. Then comes Cell. His arrival is terrifying, his ambition worse. This time, he doesn't just seek perfection. He craves the challenge of Saiyans who shouldn't exist. Bardock, Gin, Raditz, Nappa, all of them are anomalies, wild cards Dr. Gero never predicted. To Cell, they are prey to be consumed. The Cell games are set, and though Bardock and Goku stand as titans, it is Gohan who shines brightest. Urged on by his father, tempered by his grandfather, Gohan explodes into Super Saiyan 2. The Cell games end in his hands, though not without cost. For once, the Earth survives not because of Goku, but because of the next generation. Years pass. During this time, Goten and Trunks are born. Both inherit frightening levels of power, transforming into Super Saiyans at a shockingly young age. Meanwhile, Gohan grows into a scholar, but still trains under Bardock. His latent power unmistakable. Vegeta, meanwhile, remains sharp, occasionally sparring with Goku, the rivalry alive but without hatred. With Goku alive, Vegeta never falls into that resentment that Babidi would exploit in canon. But Bardock's attention is elsewhere. He knows the Saiyan body hides something more, something ancient, primal. Alongside Goku, he studies their tails, forcing them to regrow. This research pays off when they transform for the first time into Super Saiyan 4, merging the Uzuru's primal might with the refined power of Super Saiyan. The tournament starts. Goten and Trunks prove themselves prodigies, stunning the crowd. Gohan, now a scholar but still a warrior, shows his strength. But the arrival of Shin and Kibito changes everything. They reveal the truth. a dark wizard, Babidi, is working to revive a monster known as Majin Buu. The first line of defense is Dabura, king of the demon realm. In canon, he was a terrifying foe. Here, he's completely outclassed. Bardock, Goku, Vegeta, and even Gohan crush him without effort. Dabura's stone spit is dangerous, yes. But against Saiyans who've surpassed Super Saiyan 2, he's barely a warm-up. Still, the real danger comes from Babidi stealing energy. And Gohan is the perfect target. Mid-battle, his power is drained, feeding the egg that will awaken Buu. Despite his growth since Cell, Gohan is once again thrown into the spotlight, his energy fueling a disaster far greater than anyone expected. Buu is unleashed. The nightmare begins. But here's where things diverge again. With no Majin Vegeta, the Earth isn't torn apart from within. The Saiyans fight together, a united front. Goten and Trunks fuse into Gotenks, shocking even their grandfathers. Piccolo leads, holding the younger fighters together. Raditz and Nappa throw themselves into the fray, proving their loyalty. At first, Fat Buu is released. His playful destruction terrifies humanity, but against the Saiyans, he is clearly outmatched. Still, his body regenerates endlessly, frustrating even Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. Evil Buu emerges soon after, devouring his fat counterpart and becoming leaner, sharper, Super Buu. This form is dangerous. Strong enough to rival Super Saiyan 3 Goku in canon, he manages to fight evenly, even with Bardock and Goku's Super Saiyan 4 power. At least until they push him back together. Meanwhile, Shin and Kibito see something the others can't. They take Gohan to the world of the Kais. There, he trains with the legendary Z-Sword, only to shatter it and release the Elder Kai. The ritual begins. And with it, Gohan's true potential is unlocked. Ultimate Gohan is born, a warrior who surpasses even Super Saiyan 3. But arrogance costs him. Buu absorbs Gotenks and Piccolo, and later even Gohan, transforming into his strongest form yet. It all leads to Kid Buu, pure chaos, destruction incarnate. The universe itself trembles as he detonates entire planets. Bardock and Goku know this is the final battle. Together, in Super Saiyan 4, they face the monster head-on. But even here, Bardock feels the gap. They are strong, but not enough to end Buu quickly. And in that moment, Goku breaks through, drawing on everything. The primal essence of the Uzuru, the legendary rage of the Super Saiyan, and his own endless drive. He ascends. His fur glows gold, his aura radiates like the sun, his power eclipsing even Super Saiyan 4 itself. This is Golden Super Saiyan 4, the pinnacle of Saiyan evolution. With Bardock fighting at his side, Goku tears through Kid Buu. Every strike rips space apart, every roar shakes the stars. Finally, with a golden dragon fist, he obliterates the monster once and for all. For while the Saiyans of Earth push their limits, something ancient had already begun to stir. A power not born of machines, not born of magic, but born of divinity itself. The god of destruction, Barus, had awakened from his long slumber, a being whose power dwarfs even the legends of Super Saiyan, a being who dreams of a warrior strong enough to rival him, the Super Saiyan God. And he will not come alone. By his side walks Whis, an angel whose calm smile hides unfathomable strength. The Saiyans may think they've reached their peak. With Super Saiyan 2, Ultimate, even Golden Super Saiyan 4. But compared to gods, they are still children playing with fire. Next time, the survivors of planet Vegeta will face their greatest test yet. Not Frizea, not Cell, not Buu, but divinity itself. And the question is no longer if Earth can survive. It's if even the Saiyans can. And so, the Buu saga ends not in despair, but in triumph.